All right, let's just dive right in. What we're about to break down is the complete 60-day blueprint for a serious, life-changing transformation. We're going to cover every single detail, the training, the nutrition, and the cardio. No guesswork here, just a clear, actionable plan.
You know, this quote from the source material really says it all, doesn't it? Let's be super clear from the very start. This is not your average run-of-the-mill fitness plan. This is an all-in, high-intensity mission, and it's going to demand your full commitment for the next 60 days.
And that really brings us to the core challenge, right? The plan itself? Oh, it works. The science behind it is totally solid. The real question, the only one that actually matters, is will you stick to it? See, this whole thing is a test of your discipline. It's not some magic pill.
Okay, so let's talk about the 60-day promise. What is the core mission here? What really makes this whole program tick? Let's get into it.
And there it is. Simple, direct, no nonsense. The goal is crystal clear and incredibly powerful. Every single part of this program is laser-focused on one thing, delivering a transformation you can actually see and measure in just 8 short weeks.
You know, what's brilliant about this approach is just how simple it is. It all boils down to these 3 core pillars. You've got your training, your nutrition, and your cardio, all working together perfectly. If you can nail these 3, the results are pretty much guaranteed.
All right, let's kick things off with that first pillar, training. I want you to think of this as the engine of your transformation. This is what's going to drive that massive calorie burn and get you the results you're after. So here's the main idea behind the training, and it's super important. This isn't really about how heavy you can lift. It is all about how much energy you can burn. The more energy you expend during a workout, the more your body has to tap into stored fat for fuel. It's really that simple. So how do we make that happen? Well, the secret weapon here is the superset. You're just performing 2 different exercises back-to-back with 0 rest in between. This keeps your heart rate jacked up the entire time and makes your workouts, well, let's just say brutally efficient is a good way to put it. Okay, so this is what your week is going to look like. Take a look. You've got 4 distinct workout days, and each one has its own specific cardio session paired with it. And pay close attention to days 5 through 7. Those aren't do-nothing days, they're for active recovery, which is a key part of the plan.
Okay, let's move on to pillar number 2, and this one is an absolute game changer, nutrition. Look, you've heard it a million times, but it has never been more true than right here. You absolutely cannot out-train a bad diet. If you don't nail this part, all that sweat and effort in the gym is basically wasted.
And here it is, the one non-negotiable golden rule of this entire transformation. You must be in a calorie deficit. It is the only, and I mean the only way, your body will burn its stored fat for fuel. This is the single most important piece of the entire puzzle.
So how do you make sure you're in that deficit? Well, the source suggests using a tracking tool to make your life a whole lot easier. It does all the math for you, calculating your calories and macros. You can log meals just by taking a picture, scan barcodes. It just simplifies the whole process and keeps you accountable day in and day out.
All right, time for our third and final pillar, the cardio accelerator. If the training is your engine, think of this as the turbocharger. This is the part of the plan that's really going to push your fat loss into overdrive. Now, the cardio here isn't just random jogging. It is very strategic. On your upper body days, you're doing just 7 minutes of high-intensity intervals. That's 40 seconds controlled, then 20 seconds all out. This spikes your metabolism for hours after you're done. Then, on your other days, it's 10 minutes of steady-state cardio. This is all about burning more calories during the session without totally wrecking your body for the next workout. It's a really smart setup. And then there's this. This number is the foundation of everything. 10,000 steps. This is a non-negotiable rule. We're talking every single day, no matter what. No exceptions. This is what keeps that calorie burn going all day long and guarantees you're maximizing fat loss, even on your rest days. Okay, so you've made it. You've crushed the 60 days. Now what? This last part is so important. Because the whole point of this isn't just a temporary fix, right? It's about building a foundation you can use for the rest of your life.
Before we talk about what's next, here are 2 final, critical reminders to get you through the 60 days. First up, prioritize your sleep. Seriously, this program is demanding. If you're not sleeping, you're not recovering, and you're not going to get results. It's that simple. And second, stay consistent. All 4 of those workouts have to get done every single week. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's the deal.
So, on day 61, you don't just slam on the brakes and go back to your old ways. No way. You reset. You take all that incredible discipline and all those new habits you've built, and you make a smart transition. For the next few weeks, you'll gradually bring your calories back up towards maintenance. And from there, you can use this momentum to launch into your next goal, whether that's building muscle or just maintaining the awesome physique you just earned.
So there you have it. That's the entire blueprint. Every step, every rule, every single pillar is laid out right here for you. It's a complete roadmap for an incredible change. And that brings us right back to the question from the very beginning. The blueprint is here. The real question is, what are you going to build with it?